Hey, how's it going everyone? Lucid Blues here with a Pokemon Violet video. Today is going to be a little bit different. So I know that some of you guys are watching the series. However, today's episode is going to be a bit different. This is going to be a top 5 tips that I wish I knew before starting this game. Because I'd like to say it now that I'm halfway through this game, there are things that I definitely missed. And I definitely think that if I were to come back to this game, it would definitely be improved upon. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So, tip number 1 is that I don't know if you guys played Pokemon Go, but there is an appraisal system where you have the Pokemon, yes, and that Pokemon could have been the best Pokemon in the game back then. However, there is hidden stats now in this game. And if you look on the screen right now on the right, you're going to see kind of like a graph. And this is like statistics on everything about that Pokemon. I could have the exact same level Zoroark, same level, same evolution, everything, but the stats could be completely different. Now, this is important. Why? Because, of course, you want the best stats possible for your Pokemon. So it's not a big deal. You don't have to. You don't have to use it. But for people who are doing those really hard raids, it's something definitely to look into, for sure. That's what I think is tip number 1. Is like Pokemon Go, Pokemon have hidden stats, so make sure to check those out. And tip number 2, guys, coming at you here with the picnic option. Now, this is a complete new option that Pokemon has done in its entire series. Maybe it's been the other ones, but I can't remember at all. But I'm pretty sure this is the only one. This picnic option is a game breaker. Now, I haven't been using it too much myself. I should be, honestly. But I really haven't found a need for it yet. But if you are a collector, I would say this is a really good option, because not only you're looking at the screen, right? It's just a picnic table with Pokemon. What could be so, what's so game breaking about this, right? It's not what the Pokemon are doing. It's what it's in this basket right here. So I don't have anything made in this basket as of right now, but there is a thing in this game called sandwiches. Now, for you guys who have been watching my previous series, I've been well versed of what the sandwiches do. But these are broken if you think about it. Like, I have a pretty good run through of this game already. But these give boosts. They're boosts, essentially. Like, if you look at the bottom right screen there, you see the meal powers. So, for example, this Jambonburi does, encounter power, raid power, catching power. And every sandwich does something different. Like this one, egg power, item drop power, catching power. Like for people who grinded, remember, like you guys remember grinding Pokemon eggs, like constantly going back and forth to the daycare, back and forth. New Pokemon. This one's different. Like eggs just appear at the picnic, and I don't even think there's a daycare in this game, not that I've seen. Like the eggs just kind of show up in the basket, and you carry it around with you, and it will hatch eventually. But what's cool for this is that for like how I mentioned in the previous tip, this sandwich system is how you can secure specific type you want. So like you can get sandwiches that, like if I wanted like a big fire type Pokemon, my chances of encountering that are going to be increased. Or if I wanted a small fire type, or a big dark type, or a small dark type, you can do any kind of type, big or small, depending on the sandwich you make. Raid powers, item drop powers. You can increase shiny encounters or really good stat Pokemon encounters. Like, it's crazy, man. Like what this game is. So this isn't something I really do too much. I haven't had a reason to use it yet. But honestly, guys, if you take the time to find the ingredients, buy ingredients, discover new sandwiches, I'm sure this is game breaking for sure. And coming in at tip number 3, guys, is you're probably wondering, Lucid Blues, what are we doing back here at the school? Now, this game, you play as a student, essentially, and this is the, all the other games are very freelance. Like, you got your Pokemon, you went out and ventured the world. Well, this game's a bit different. You play as a school student. Now, why would this school be important? Well, this school is a really cool concept, and it is well rewarding as well. And let me explain that to you guys right now. What the school does is that for people who are new to the Pokemon series, this is it's basically an introductory to like what you need to know as a Pokemon trainer. Now, I was able to skim through this without having to do the classes because I am already well versed into the Pokemon series. However, for people who are new to this game, I would absolutely recommend this because not only does it give you details that even I didn't know, you could still learn something very important. There is a lot of lore through the school as well, so you learn about the universe of Paldea. So for people who are lore seeking, this is an absolute must as well. And for people who are in the position where, main storyline, lore's cool and all, but you don't need it. And I already know everything about Pokemon. Why would I need to be here? Well, doing these classes gives you the XP candies. Yep, XP candies. So I got to the midterm part. So you unlock more classes as you progress through the storyline. And for every class, I got up until the midterm. And I was awarded 35 small candies. That is a lot. I was able to get 20 levels total. That helps so much. It goes such a long way, especially if you're just starting off. It saved me a lot of grinding, that's for sure. So this is something I wish I was doing before. It would have saved me a lot of time beforehand. But yeah, even if you guys know the basics of the game, I would still do this because, the rewards are well worth it. And who knows? Like I said before, you might just learn something new that you didn't know before. Tip number 4, we have the direction of the game. Now, as you guys knew, if you guys watched my series, this is a very massive, massive open world Pokemon. There is no other Pokemon quite like this one. This is completely free roam. So what this game does is that it marks... So you see how I had the numbers show up on the icons there? That's the order of which I defeated who and when. So I started here 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So why am I here? What is the direction of the game matter? Well, I discovered that if you go, I went this way, okay? And this was, low level gyms. So there was a system in the game where I was asking Nurse Joy, that's what I'm going to call her. I know that's not her actual name, but she was helping me out, giving me the tips to go to the game, and she kept telling me to go this way. Now, as I was playing through my campaign, I decided to go this way. And I'm glad I did, because over here was level 10s and 20s. My Pokemon were already level 40. So I learned that it doesn't matter what direction you go in. So in one video, I was able to take out all 3 of these bosses. I took on a gym leader, a team star leader, and a Titan. I one-shot all of their Pokemon. And so why is this a tip? Well, it's because, if you one-shot every Pokemon, it's boring, right? There's no content, there's no excitement, there's no real challenge. So what I suggest to you guys is just like maybe bounce between So maybe do one over here, do one over here, do one over here, do one over here. Like, you know, kind of like pinball back and forth across the map, because I went all the way up in here until I realized that, hey, I'm one-shotting all of these leaders over here. That's not very cool, right? Even in the next video, this Titan here, I'm probably not going to even be worried about it. And that's just unfortunate, because I'm just completely running through this side of the game. So that'd be my tip to you guys. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it was definitely XP levels I missed out on. So I did too much grinding in the wild when I could have been just fighting more leaders that were my skill level still, and I had no idea until it was too late. So yeah, that's my fourth tip for you guys. On to the fifth. You know, last tip I gave you guys was, you know, the direction of the game I took. But now is the question, what should I focus on? For me, who's been playing the Pokemon games since, you know, Blue, Red, and Yellow on the Game Boy, you know, this game was it hits you with a lot of info right from the get-go. I was confused at first. I am not gonna lie. You got Team Star, you got, you know, your gym leaders, and now you've got Titans. That's 3 different campaign storylines. In the original games, it was just become the leader. That was it. Everything happened along the way. You know, you encountered your Team Rocket along the way that you couldn't avoid. You know, you had to catch the legendary at some point if you wanted to. That was it. And the Easter eggs along with it. But this game just throws everything at you at once, since it's a free roam. Like, realistically, I could have gone all the way just over here if I wanted to. But what direction do you want to take? What is the bonus of doing these specific leaders? Well, defeating the gym leaders, as you guys know, increases the levels of Pokemon you can catch and Pokemon that will obey to you. Meaning that, you know, if you catch a Pokemon that's too high of a level, what that is going to do is that you can use that Pokemon in battle, but the issue is that sometimes he's not going to listen to you. And that it's you know, you go to attack using him, but he won't do anything because you don't have that level yet, that level criteria yet. And with Team Star, I don't really think you unlock anything good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to think here. I think it's just like rewards. I think you just get rewards and stuff from doing that storyline. But with the Titans, now the Titans are a bit of a different story. I think in itself, the Titans are the most important thing in this game, because if you see it on screen right here, this is the staple of this game. This is the Pokemon on the cover of the game. And why is this Pokemon important? Well, there's motorcycles in this game. They're called Cyclizars, and basically people ride them. But the one you ride in the storyline is a bit different. He's a legendary. But we don't know, our characters don't know that yet. But the more Titans you defeat, the stronger your Pokemon gets. So if you got Violet, you have the purple one here I'm riding. But if you buy the other game, then you will get the red one. But every time you defeat a Titan in this game, your Pokemon that you can ride gets an upgrade. And that's really good, because mine can glide, he can rocket boost, and combine that with the rocket boost, and it's just great. And I know there's 2 more Titans that I still have to take on. So honestly, like, I don't even know. Like, I know one is a climb ability, but I don't even know what the other one is. I'm still halfway through the game. So I'm just giving you guys like my tips from the halfway point. But yeah, me personally, I would always focus on the Titans, because I think the Meridian upgrades are good. But yeah, that was it for my halfway. So yeah, guys, this is it for my halfway point tutorial video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just my opinions on what I think are good standards for my point in this game. I hope these guys help you too. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like, subscribe, support my channel in the comments down below, the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.